Stand to MechWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of Urban Warfare as we get into the campaigns of the Casper Kaisha. And last time we met a rather interesting person in the names of Miss Hadley, where she told us about BattleTech that ended up being totally a trap, and to be honest, it was a fairly obvious trap. But you know what? BattleTech, obvious traps, sometimes it works out. Didn't in this case, although we did get some really nice kit. Now, I haven't had a chance to fully refit everybody quite in the way that I want to, mainly with larger AC-20s, because that's going to be fun. But it's certainly on the menu. But right now, there happened to be a fairly close flashpoint. And so today, I introduce to you Criminal Minds. House Lao requires your assistance in the dismantling of a prominent crime syndicate. Working in concert with compelling ground forces, you will capture the OpForce personnel and seize their financial assets. I'm going to have to come up with a better voice for that because I think it might be a woman. Engagement length will be medium. Consecutive deployments, absolutely. Our reward will be an uncommon weapon. Please be Gauss Rifle, please be Gauss Rifle. And our tonnage requirements are absolutely no restrictions while I work to rebuild our light mech fleet because I stole all of them stupidly, but I did. So let us begin. Criminal Minds, High Orbit, Eurus. Commander, I've invited you here on behalf of Sub-Commander Boris Tainio of the Lauk Reserves. His unit has requested assistance with a small task in Eurus, Ivory Crescent Province, and I have offered him your help. You will be well compensated for your efforts, of course. That sounds acceptable to us, Lady Marina? Then I will take my leave of you. Sub-Commander Tainio, the comm is yours. Lady Marina's image flickers and disappears. Seconds later, a mech warrior in an emerald green neuro helmet appears before your view screen. Sub-Commander Boris. So, you're what Lady Marina Lau has sent me. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. The CCAF being stretched as thin as it is, proper Capellan military support is probably too much to hope for. It's nice to meet you too. Tell us, what do you need, Sub-Commander? There is man, Bront Shiravaj. He is courier for Eurus' most important crime lord, the Iron Sparrow. Your company will eliminate Mr. Shiravaj and his bodyguard, then extract the information he was carrying from the wreckage. You will then convey that intel to me. Do you understand? Yeah, it's an assassination mission. This ain't my first rodeo, Boris. I'll try to remember that. Tanyo out. Alright, I'm trying to come up with a Russian accent. I'm not very good at those, but we'll see what we can do. Well, he's a charmer. Bet you 5C bills he's going to try and screw us over somehow. Nah, I don't think we have to worry about that. Tiny wouldn't want to risk getting on Marina Lau's bad side. That's a theory, anyway. One way or another, we'll find out soon enough. Also trying to avoid southern accents, as those became quite too prominent in previous episodes, which we didn't quite want to throw everybody out here in the boonies to be southerner. But then again, you know, a little bit of a hillbilly might not be the worst thing in the world. After all, the Oregon Reach ain't exactly, well, downtown New Avalon. So let us begin our brand new contract as soon as Comstar Mercnet can actually load up. Working on 56K dial-up is not working out too great for the galaxy at large. This will be a 3 skull. We are going to take this one for absolute maximum priority salvage, although 770,000. It's 3 skull, 770,000, or we can make a repellent. No, we'll take it for 2 a ton. I need mech parts, I really do, so as much as I'd like to, we need to take some time. Now, we're not doing a fun little target acquisition, so we can put all of those away, bring out the Highlander, as well as the Stalker, which has proven to be excellent in many regards. And then, of course, for our final setup, I really want to bring the Cataphract, because the Orion, I don't know, I'm just not fully sold on this Orion anymore. The 2 large lasers might have been too much. Maybe I should build it like the Cataphract. After all, it only needs a few more lasers, and then it can be amazing like it was. But let's see, do we want to keep Peace? I think we do. Well, Peace is not quite as good of a pilot as River is. River is slightly better in all regards. You know what, River? You're getting on in there. We're going for a sensor lock on this one. Readout in the Stalker. Sure, we're not rangeable in the Highlander. Absolutely. It's too good with the name. And Reach in the Atlas. Reach is now at 10-10-9-9. So hopefully, with any luck, Reach is actually going to make it all the way to the end of this at maximum capability. So I'm looking forward to that. So we're bringing on all the assault mechs this time. Well, not all of them. We still have a Cataphract. We actually don't have 4 assaults. It seems so weird because we've had the Atlas since really early, and so we got an assault super early, but then we weren't able to capitalize on it because our MRBC rating wasn't high enough to take all these missions. Also, nobody liked us. We weren't very good at making people happy with us, so it was difficult to take the higher level missions. But that will be resolved now that... Oh, and the game crashed, of course. And we're back. Minor crash. Everything's sorted out. Criminal minds. Assassinate 70,000 sea-bills. 2 of 10 party salvage into 3 skull. Commander, find and eliminate the Iron Sparrow's courier and his bodyguard. I want Sheriff dead, and whatever intelligence he is carrying in my hands. The problem with me trying to do Russian accents is it starts sliding towards Scottish accents, and I'm not sure that's quite what we're looking for here. Seems straightforward enough, anyway. Get in there, make it happen. Alright, so now that Darius has given us our little pep talk, let's drop in with enough heavy metal in order to butcher anybody. A timely arrival, Commander Ma. My people have eyes on Mr. Sheriff and his bodyguard. Put them to death swiftly and without mercy. The Iron Sparrow's cat's paw deserves nothing less. What's wrong, Tanyu? You afraid to fight me yourself? You're a pathetic little man, and when I'm done with your hirelings, I'm turning my guns on you. You have your orders, Commander. Do not disappoint me. Tanyu out. So I have no problem with giving pirates all southern accents. Just, it's fun that way. Zip on forward. Everybody get on going. My scout got effect. Oh, that's a thought right there. So we're just going to go basically right on into him, destroy the Iron Sparrow's forces, and then eliminate him himself, which is way back there. So that's actually pretty good. The separation we're looking at here is excellent. I should be able to be super aggressive on that. Do I see? I do. Lovely. That was kind of the plan. So 55-ton mech shouldn't be all that difficult to absolutely obliterate. We're actually quite good at obliterating things. It comes with having a lot of heavy metal on your side. So we've moved most of our mechs up tight. And apparently my cataphract is facing backwards. That doesn't feel right. What did I do? Apparently we were utilizing a scout stalker. But I must have misclicked and put him even further backwards. It looks like they're retreating up the hill, which honestly is a really good plan if we stop to think about it, because that plan allows him to be protected and have the high ground. Shooting down on me, with most of my mechs being fairly short-ranged, is not exactly ideal at the moment. Now the 55-tonner. 55-tonner should be easy to pot, nice and easy, especially with reach. Once he gets within the AC-20 range, they're basically done for. Readout time to sprint. We're going to move our way through the forest as fast as we can, see if we can get some actual information going on in here. Nothing as of yet. Doesn't appear they have any assault mechs, which that might be their problem. Although if they run into lights, I'm actually in the market for lights at the moment, so yeah, wouldn't mind if you suddenly said, hey, I've got a bunch of lights here. Let's take a peek. We're dealing with the Griffin. Griffin 1N, nothing too dangerous. It does have a large laser, which would be, oh no, that's the S, the N is the PPC. Still, not a big deal. 55-tonner coming in. Was that a Wolverine? It looked like it. He certainly hit me with an AC-5 and then a whole bunch of LRMs. Not a whole bunch, it was a few, but and a medium laser to go along with it. Or is it an SRM? That should be an SRM, right? Yeah, it's an SRM2 and an LRM5. That's why. Cataphract will move into position to begin engagement from maximum long range. Actually, Cataphract has a better plan here. We're just going to lay down the sensor lock so that he will be nice and easy. Oh, it's a Shadowhawk. I thought I saw a Wolverine. So sensor lock going down. He's going to be nice and easy to kill. Griffin over there. We've got a heavy moving in. 70-ton mech. Has sight on my Atlas. Nailed me with a large laser. Grasshopper? Large laser plus an LRM5. That'd be the head-mounted LRM. 70 tons? Yeah, that seems like a Grasshopper to me. Anything else we got? We got multiple heavy mechs. Okay, reach. Can you just eliminate this guy from the universe? I get it. It's a 65%, but you know what? I can add a precision strike on top of that. We can be nice and accurate. 85s. Roll, roll. Didn't quite get what we wanted. But he did get hit pretty solidly. So I think we'll have Range Bull then step up and just drown him in fire, because that's what Range Bull's Highlander was designed to do. Blitz him. And it's a nice, reasonable temperature out here as well, so I can use the medium lasers. Maybe not one more time I'll do it. He's got to be on the ground, which will make him nice and easy to blast it with the rest of my mechs. Readout, you do not... Oh, you do have improved called shot, so it's worth taking. Or it might be just worth taking, just go straight for the center torso. That might be destroyable. Yeah, 100 damage is all we need to do. Absolutely rock and roll with it. Medium lasers. Oh, just so many red numbers, and just... I love the Stalker so much. I can't wait to get a stock. Well, someday I hope to get a stalker in Rogue Tech, and then I can mount it out with MRMs. MRMs are basically LRMs, except they don't have the guidance package on them. They're dumbfire missiles. So you can get a lot more missiles fired out on, well, a fairly reasonably sized launcher. It's a pretty nice kit. We're going to shift up over here to the side. We are kind of blocking ourselves, but that's okay. He is within sensor lock range, which I intend to use. Lock him down. And if worse comes to worse, I will just bombard him from long range with missiles. I might even be able to get behind him. And of course we have this Grasshopper over here. I'm hoping it's the Grasshopper, because if so, that makes me look really cool when I can just identify them based on the weapon systems. Reach, are you going to be able to get in range? You are. It's not going to be a great shot if we're all completely honest with ourselves, but you know what? Any attempt at a headshot is always fine, so go for that head. 1, 2. Did not kill it, but it did take out his PPC, and that's a reasonable take right there. So he's damaged. He's not having the greatest of days. We'll lob range bolt towards him, because range bolt's really good at this sort of thing. Can I get you behind him? I mean, just out of curiosity? No, not quite. If I ran him over here? No. I do not have that ability today, so we're just going to walk up next to him and just another round of full blasting. If the worst comes to worst, we can always just turn on heatsink to the maximum level. And there goes all of his weapons, because the Griffin is totally right side biased. It has all of its LRMs there, all of its PPCs there. If you lose that side of the mech, you're in a lot of trouble. Alright, let's knock him over. Just the heat that we can play with is so good. Keep blasting, keep burning. I think I'm going to turn this Stalker into a full-time mech of ours. Just keep on ratcheting on more and more cool things. He's going to be able to stand up immediately because there's nothing stopping him from doing that. He is the only medium mech. Oh no, there was another one. Oh, lovely. So I will be able to kill him. River, yeah, I'd like you to get in there and just break him. Just put a shell right in that center torso. Let's not even mess around with this one. 90%. I love seeing those numbers. And he's gone. Beautiful. Good accuracy right there. Griffin's out of the fight. 67% of Iron Sparrow's forces have been defeated. Does that make you the Iron Sparrow? No, we've got another force coming in here. There's the Grasshopper. We did identify him. Highlander taking a little bit of fire. A lot of fire, actually, but the Highlander didn't move very far. That's to be expected. We are not exactly the most nimble group anymore. We sacrifice nimbleness for aggressiveness. I'm not actually sure how he shot me. How are you shooting me? Who's spotting me? Somebody must be. That's unfortunate because we're taking damage and I don't want to take damage. I mean, I will. We can deal with that. Reach! Do you want to take a Grasshopper head? I mean, you fired 4 times at this point, so... Ooh, I don't have the kill. That's unfortunate. I just blasted him. And that looks to be unsteady, but I can't be sure. Range bolt, do you want to read out Stalker to get in there? Or we can just burn him down with things. Target. Now, of course, we have heat problems, but you know we also have coolant vent capabilities, so we can just burn him down and not even care. Now, he's not going to die from this. Obviously, there's just not enough fire being sent his way. But it is going to make him really unsteady and unhappy with his life in general. I'm going to move the Highlander around a little bit. We are now only in LRM range, but that's perfectly okay, because it allows me to just fire LRMs. It will knock him over, do a pretty decent amount of damage to him. And then next round, I have the heatsink still available, because I kind of want to make sure that I have his heatsink ready for the absolute worst. He does a really good job of making people unsteady, so I want him capable of doing that. Alright, comes back to our medium up over here. It is another 55-ton mech. It has discovered a Shadowhawk, blasting our Stalker now. Stalker's reasonably tough, but it's not exactly the biggest of tanks. After all, it's only 80 tons. As much as I love it, it has some problems. Can I get a shot on you? Oh, it's an 80% shot, and you have Called Shot Master, don't you? Oh, you do? Yeah, take that shot. So we didn't get the headshot that I was hoping for. But we did blow off his other arm, so he's not having the greatest of times. Although he should be able to stand up unless they have another heavy mech. They do have a heavy mech. Good. That's probably the Sparrow. With some LRMs coming our way. Not the biggest range. LRM 15 or so. Probably an Orion. Let's be honest with ourselves, it's an Orion. Alright, so you fired quite a few times, but last time you didn't have a headshot opportunity, so go take the headshot opportunity. There we go. So beautiful. We took the mech totally attack. That'll be great. I mean, we're only getting 2 of 10, so there is that. On to the bodyguard. Range bolt, yes. What I'd like you to do is basically make this Shadowhawk, if not disappear, just no longer be quite so irritating. And you will heat vent in order to do this, which will allow you to lock him up with all of your weapons and still shed out a little bit of heat. I could actually bore into him, because he is a Shadowhawk, so he does have that left side bias. It's not worth the precision strike. I want to be able to keep it available for free headshots. So just bore into that mech. He is totally unsteady. Readout ought to be able to come in with his LRMs. Now, of course, he's suffering from a little bit of heat problem, so we can just start shutting off medium lasers until it stops being a problem. Unfortunately, that's pretty much all of our medium lasers. So open fire. More missiles coming his way. This will knock him over. Push him quite far back, although he should be able to move first. Ammunition explosion is not exactly a good thing. That'll be a side torso and a knockdown, so 2 injuries on the pilot, but he's got 3 pips, so he's got probably 4 injuries. I don't anticipate killing this pilot with knockdowns. He's going to stand his Shadowhawk Hawk back up, and he's going to be aggressive about it. He wants to kill everybody now. He's going to shoot that Stalker and nail us quite heavily with quite a few weapons. Did I ever put a... Okay, the Stalker does have a damaged cockpit. I'm reticent about putting our recently acquired damaged cockpit inside of the Highlander, because the Highlander is not necessarily a frontline mech, which makes life a little bit more easy. Or difficult, I suppose. Precision strike. It'll be a kill. Yeah, let's guarantee the kill. Go for that center torso. We're going to get a lot of resolve anyway for blowing up a mech, so that's fine. So cord him out. He is done for. And of course we still have our unknown heavy off in the distance. We have, it's a Thunderbolt. Really? All this work for a Thunderbolt? Okay, buddy. If that's what you wanted to do. We'll run up here. Yes, I know we're exposed, but at this point, he can't blow my head off. He's a Thunderbolt. He can't really do anything serious to the forces that I have left. You're going to walk. Just chills you out better. So we'll get a lot of that heat taken care of. Also brace you up. Readout's got a similar problem. He will also walk. Readout, also being an LRM mech, is totally capable of handling this without too much trouble. So get that heat under control. Let their Thunderbolt move on in. And there it is. Raining down with his LRMs, but he wasn't able to get an accurate shot, and he wouldn't have been able to deal a headshot either because we have the double injury resist cockpit right there. And I'm just gonna stop myself right here like so. I mean, I could shoot you, or I could sensor lock you. I think I'm gonna shoot you. Well, it's really terrible accuracy. Shove 2 medium lasers, the other one are fine. Hey, we hit him anyway. Which is good. That'll bring him down to 1 pip of evasion, which will make him vulnerable, because Reach is just going to basically ignore it. He's got 95s across the board. He's a fantastic pilot, fantastic accuracy. Please blow his head off. Not quite, but he's not having the best of days. He has a lot of evasion, or not evasion, but a lot of stability that he can work with. He's got basically all the thresholds. Can I just get a direct line of sight on him? Not from any good range. 90s only? Okay, in that case, I'm going to move right up here. Because it's okay. And then we're just going to drown you in fire. Because that's what this thing does really well. And if... Oh, didn't make him unevasive. That is unfortunate. So I will... Oh, actually, no, I'm going to be able to knock him down. The Cataphract will move first. Stalker, go... Start turning on lasers again. Because that's... Oh, he's not actually in range to do that. Okay, so turn them all on anyway. Just so they're available. And more drowning in fire. Oh, he's not having a very good day. Oh! Because the Thunderbolt stupidly has LRM ammo stored in the center torso, he's dead. All targets eliminated. Stay tight and collect from where we are. Inadequate performance. Your lens is to be commended, Commander. By information technologists will analyze the courier's black box and provide you with the coordinates of your next target. Tell them not to drag their feet. We don't get paid by the hour. They are CCAF soldiers, Mr. Oliveira. Their efficiency is beyond question. Now I suggest you clear the lane and prepare your lance. They will be deploying imminently. Good hustle, Sub-Commander Boris. Our people will be ready. Alright, let's rock and roll. See if we can't cause a little bit more havoc throughout the entirety of the land as we kick butt and take names. 25% for just killing everybody. It's not a big deal. No penetrations, no pilot injuries. 2,400 experience is not bad, especially because my better pilots need it. I need light mechs. Unfortunately, there's no light mechs here, so I don't feel bad about taking good stuff. Is there really good stuff? Plus 10 damage LRM laser? Absolutely. LRM 5? No, pretty useful. Critical? No, I don't like critical. Critical has demonstrated it's great. I mean, we've seen it. Plus 40 melee damage arm. Without a doubt. Do I have any melee hits? I have a +1. I don't need it then. So... yeah, this melee damage arm needs to go into something. Possibly the Grasshopper. I mean, I can start ripping things off it. And a ballistic targeting computer. Not a big deal. So, confirm that. I like the large laser. So, we also got the LRM bonus. We got one of the Grasshopper parts. We're getting a Shadowhawk, which, you know, that's going into the storage. One of the critical medium lasers. And got the ballistic targeting computer. Not bad. I mean, we're not going to use it. It weighs too much. And we have 2 good pilots for it. But not terrible. If TTSs were much more common early on in the game, I think they'd see a lot more use, just because by the time you get them, because they're rare tech, you've already got pilots who are doing 95% accuracy. So they're not super useful at this point, which is fine, but I have minor gripes about many things. Alrighty, and we got a Shadowhawk. Lovely. And we'll put it right into storage. I'm going to start trying to save my mechs because it's relatively easy to get cash. I don't need to just sell. Oh, no, it's an imminent consecutive deployment. Yeah, let's drop the exact same thing. Capture base. Yeah, with the Highlander and the Stalker, I think that'll work out just fine. Might switch out the Cataphract for the Orion because it's got better long-range capability. Or, you know, this actually is basically a mini Stalker. But I'm not going to do it. I guess it's... I like catapults, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to do that. That would be moderately stupid. By the end of this, I hope to maybe give people higher capabilities. River could use a little bit of gunnery, if I'm completely honest. Gunnery 7 in this point, we need gunnery 8s. Not because we need them, just because it is more interesting to look at as the numbers. The intel you got from the Iron Sparrow's courier points here. To the warehouse you'll find just ahead. Take it for House Liao until Liao reserves arrive to relieve you. 2 of 8 priority salvage, 437,400 C-bills, which is not bad at all. That'll cover transport costs to the next place we're going. And 3 skills. According to Sub-Commander Tainu, the warehouse should be full of mining equipment, generators, churn drills, that sort of thing. Nothing we'd be interested, but worth a whole lot to the right people. So let's go break it. Although it is a capture base, not a destroy base, so probably not break it. This is the place, Commander. The Iron Sparrow's warehouse lies just ahead of you. Its contents ripe for the picking. I want you to advance on that warehouse, surveil it, engage the Iron Sparrow's forces, and claim the facility for House Liao. Fight bravely, Commander. I'll be watching to ensure that you do. He's a jerk. Alright, let's go. Lots of broken terrain, which is the enemy of my Atlas. My Atlas is slow. Destroy point defense turrets, engage, and destroy the Iron Sparrow's units. Should be fine, especially once we get the LRMs involved. Once the LRMs get involved, things just explode. I mean, we brought an LRM 55, so that does 220 damage. I think we can blow up most turrets. If we were playing BattleTech, that would not be the case. All BattleTech turrets are deadly. Absolutely terrifyingly deadly. We have identified the enemy, which was the point of running over the thing. A 50-ton mech. I don't care. You're too heavy for what I need. I need mechs that are sub 40 tons. I only have 1. At some point, I should go and do the Raven, the thing to get the Raven, but I don't really like the Raven. 55, 50, and 55. So a whole bunch of medium mechs, which makes sense. I mean, it's a 3-skill mission. Wolverine, 6R, opening fire, managing to nail my Highlander. The Highlander's taken a lot of damage lately. I feel somewhat bad about that. Not too bad, I mean, it's a Highlander. It's designed to take damage and also dish it out. But Highlander's going to take some LRM fire. A lot of LRM fire? A fairly significant chunk. Okay, we got a Trebuchet on the field. So everybody take cover. Trebuchet is out there. We do not want to dance in the rain. We cannot quite get into cover. That is unfortunate on a couple of levels. We will get into cover next turn, though. That should be fine. We have identified another 55-ton mech, so no big deal. Oh, really? That's your capability? Yeah, that's... Oh, wow. Almost all of them hit, despite the fact that she didn't have great accuracy. So apparently they're all dented. So going for headshots is totally worthless. Like, we can just go for CTs to basically guarantees kills here. You can try and go for a center torso kill here. Just light him up. Yeah. That was it. Just no Wolverine. Not interested in it at this point. The Wolverine has... Oh, there is an assault... Or is that a turret? Yeah, that's a turret. Got a sense of that coming down from the turret, hitting the cataphract. Range Bull doesn't actually have range on anything. Readout, can you get... Okay, Readout, can you sprint to get range? You can. Now, you will be exposed, but that's okay, because the amount of fire that's about to move in support of you is going to be good. Got eyes on the facility, boss. I'm seeing point defense turrets, but that should almost go without saying. I mean, it's a crime lord's secret stash. Of course it's got turrets. The Iron Sparrow will most certainly have other units in the area. Advance to the warehouse, but don't let them catch you off guard. Enemy turrets powered up, boss. Nothing's ever as easy as it should be. Nor should you complain when it isn't. Do your jobs. Wipe them out. Enemy turn. The turret's more targeting. Coming down to the Stalker this time. If they got an LRM turret, I'm going to be hurt, but it's not going to be all that serious, I hope. We'll come out over here. Yes, we're going to be aggressive about it, and we're just going to line up on this Shadowhawk and embrace my love. All of this. Just turbo part? Just enough. Ammunition explosion. There he goes. Bomb. Knocked out 2 medium mechs in the space of enough turns. Stalker's going to be taking some LRM fire. Kind of to be expected from these turrets. It's somewhat accurate. Starting to dent our right torso, which is not great, as we want to be able to just continue to burn through people. Although, you know, Scout Stalker is an amusing concept to me. 55 tonner, it's Shadowhawk. It's going to be able to target the Stalker, and the Stalker is probably going to take a lot more fire. I anticipate that the Trebuchet is going to unload everything he's got, because we're standing on unsteady terrain, and also because we've been targeted by everybody else so far. Yeah. Luckily for us, we're not unsteady at the moment, so he literally can't make us unsteady. Well, he can make us unsteady. He can't knock us over, even if he had overturned all of that. Okay, River. Ooh, actually, that could be a bit of a problem. River, come out into the open. Thank you. And you're going to go for a target. Come on, be lucky. Well, it's not quite as lucky as I was hoping, if I'm honest. Probably should have gone for the center torso, but I was kind of hoping to just tear his head off. Okay, and now LRMs. Okay, good. Whew. So that means I can get Readout on the move. Readout, can you get to cover? You can. It's going to be beautiful, too. Let's just go turn this guy absolutely inside up, because we're pretty good at it. So we'll get ourselves back under control with the stability. We'll target you just with everything. I could brace just to make sure, but you know what? I want to get a little bit of love deposited back on the enemy. So we've managed to damage him quite nicely. So that's a lot going down to the cataphract, because the cataphract's in the open now. So instead of targeting the person who's incredibly vulnerable, they're going to target the cataphract, who is still tanky and totally stable. Burn him down. He had a lot of evasion going into this, but you know what? We just have too much good gunnery in order to handle this. So that's going to knock him over. He'll have almost nothing left. I think Reach will only be able to see the Shadowhawk. I don't think he's actually in range to take the trebuchet. So there is that. And another sense lot going down on the Stalker. The Stalker still can get shot at by things, which is going to be unpleasant. Can I get a target on the trebuchet? I cannot. That means I'm going to have to rely on getting that good shot. Go for that center torso. 90%! It's actually even higher than that, because anything that hits to the side torso or the leg would have gone right to the CT anyway. So I've got to take out Mr. I'm going to screw with you all day, every day. Okay, LRM's coming in for the cataphract, which is good. If they had targeted the Stalker, they would have made him unsteady, and then the trebuchet would have been able to knock him over. But lucky for me, they didn't do that. River. Let's go in on this guy. We could see the turret for a moment, but where we stopped was out of sight. Yeah, goodbye. At least I think goodbye? Ooh, not quite, actually. Side torso distraction. He's badly damaged. He has 16 health. Should have gone for the call shot. He's going to return fire with one of his LRMs while we are in the middle of the forest, but that's not going to save him. We've got him dead. He just hasn't realized it yet. Range Bolt, would you like to provide just enough crazy amount of long-range firepower to butcher this guy entirely? He didn't even see it coming. I take that back. He totally saw it coming, and because of the fact that our attack hit the other side, he's going to make very effective use of his armor. He will not be able to spot anymore, though. So the turrets are going to have to do their own dirty work. And so that's a lot going on with Cataphract. That's fine. Reach, I need to get you in range, so you're just going to sprint along, get you right there into cover, so you'll be ready to fight very shortly. And another sense lock going down to the Highlander. So Readout can now come on forward. Or can just shoot from here. I think Readout will shoot from here. I don't want to risk anything, so we'll just lob a couple of missiles. Also chills us out, makes us more aggressive for attacking in the future. We have a lot of LRMs, we may as well use them. So the initial group has been destroyed. And we want to take out these turrets from as far away as we possibly can. LRM's coming in on the Cataphract because it was marked out, but it is a tough little Cataphract. It'll take a lot of that fire. Although we do want to start knocking out these turrets pretty soon, because that is a little bit more fire than I'm comfortable with. That's an unsteady Cataphract, and I'm not happy about that, but we should be able to start knocking them out. Oh no, enemy reinforcements coming in from behind. What are you? 55 ton. Darn it. River, can you see just the one? That would be ideal. That'll work. So by seeing just the one, we can target just the one and hopefully blow him up. Unfortunately, I am a little bit cooking. We're going to go full heat vent on this one. I need to make sure this thing dies. And so everything... Okay, that's a hit. And then I got enough of them to hit in order to blow up. So we take out one of the turrets, 25%. So there are 3 more. So 2 of them probably are close range turrets, and then one of them is probably a... other one is long range. We've got a 75 tonner. Ooh. That could be a little bit more than I bargained for. And they've got a sensor lock, so they're just going to bring in all the magic. That is unfortunate. Reach, you will not be able to see anything, so what you can do is you can mark out the target. So you'll run right there. That'll give my LRMX time to target it. It's a light standard turret. So that's a lot going down to the Atlas, because, you know, it's a 4-running Atlas. So large laser, a bunch of machine guns. Range bolt, you should be able to handle this one without too much trouble at all. So just the long-range missiles ought to be able to kill it, because you deal 220 damage out of missiles, and he's got 157 health. So I am anticipating you'll kill him. You did. Okay, lovely. So that's 2 turrets out of the fight. I'd like to take out another one, but we're not going to be able to see it. So we're just going to have to see what we manage to get done with our others. Cataphract taking even more sandblasting fire, and is unsteady. That's not good. There's another turret. Readout. Readout's got nothing at the moment. Can Readout get anything? Readout cannot, but Readout will move into a position where Readout will be able to be efficient and effective at supporting future units. Please don't have any LRM units. And you're a Wolverine. Don't shoot my Cataphract. Don't shoot my Cataphract. Or at least not with anything that causes stability damage. Oh, we're getting close. Come on, let me move my Cataphract. Alright, River. What can I do for you? You're going to move right over here, because this will get you line of sight of another target. And then in order to keep things under control, I'm going to vigilance you. That'll take everything under control. I do have to shut off a single medium laser, but that's okay. Down at home turret. Let's see if we can take it out. That's 100 damage, and then I needed 3. Good. Alright, so we killed everything. Well, not everything. There's still this turret off here in the corner, who is going to be irritating. But the cataphract is no longer in the danger zone, now that we've taken care of that, utilizing vigilance. 75-ton mech, and doesn't have a target. 65-ton mech, laying down the sensor lock on the cataphract again. Read out. The stalker can get range. Can Reach get range? Reach can. Reach is going to stand out of cover then. I know. Dangerous things to do. Can Reach stand in? He can, but he wouldn't be able to shoot, and I want to be able to shoot. Because I like to get my AC-20s involved. Ooh, he's going to be quite the difficult target to take. 75% plus the 18. Go for it! Oh, just tore his head clean off. And that is the efficiency of this mech. That is why we built it. Well, not quite for that. Double AC-20 is just a good setup anyway. Large laser. Okay, we've been hit, but we're okay. Because large lasers cause no stability damage. Should be able to finish him off, I believe. Rangeable. Rangeable has no target. Readout will have to get the target, and Readout can... if we locate this mech over here. So, exposed, a little bit aggressive, but we have no stability problems, so that should be alright. Your center torso is... Ooh, I could probably kill you. In fact, I can kill you, absolutely. I'm just going to open you up, see if we can sandblast, and then I'll have Rangeable use the called shot. Because Rangeable will be able to lay down the absolute most withering fire. Precision strike. Target him. Oh, actually, it doesn't really affect missiles, does it? Go for the center torso anyway. We may as well shove him back in an initiative phase so I can operate without having to worry about him. So just sandblast all of that mech. And now River's up.
I hear ya.
River, you can maneuver right on over here.
No need to tell me twice.
I need you to be able to fire at least this many lasers, so now you're not going to be able to kill him. Because you can only deal 150 damage. Well, it's a start. Okay, a little bit of fire. 2 more medium lasers. Not quite dead, but getting pretty close. I just need to order 1 weapon to fire over in that direction. That'll take out that last turret. Thunderbolt, TDRSS. Opening fire on my Stalker. Stalker tanking the damage like a boss. A lot of missiles managing to ram right in, but he's still got over half armor at this point, so he's still okay. I mean, not amazing, but okay. What I want is Rangeable. And I'd like Rangeable, honestly, to get a direct line of sight. Oh, it's not going to matter. Okay, so what I want to do is I would like to... Ooh, right. No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's fine. Kill him. Or at least make him unsteady, make him fall over, do something. And that's a side torso destroyed. Ammo explosion, pilot injury. Oh, just barely not enough. But he is now going to move, which means we can now take out the turret, so we're good. Stalker tanking a single medium laser. Okay, we'll deal with that.
I'm showing minor damage.
And then I'm going to have Readout come over here. Shift very slightly. And make sure that we can see that, because I want to provide enough emotional support on this one. So you, and then you, and one of my LRMs is going to... Ooh, apparently I'm not in range for any... Okay, so 1-to-1. That'll be fine. We'll destroy the turret, and we'll also make him hurt a lot, because he doesn't have much left. Yeah, he's a stick. Another side torso down, and enough missiles to hopefully take out the light standard turret. That's taking that.
Let's get fired up.
And Reach... Yeah, we're just going to have Reach shoot at the Thunderbolt. There's no reason not to. I mean, he's the only dangerous one left. The Orion can't make it to us in time. So we're just going to go for a headshot up here. Didn't get the headshot, but you know what? It did blow off an important part of his mech. So he's having a bit of a bad day. That'll also shove him back in the initiative phase, which means that we get to move first. At least I thought we did. Oh, the Orion must be a really good pilot. River. River can't actually get involved, so River's going to go stand on base. Go stand on base. Let's claim it. That way I don't have to run over to it later on. So I'm now holding base. The enemy Thunderbolt will get to move. He will probably attack me with great amounts of firepower. Luckily for us, though, he targeted the Atlas, so the Atlas does not care. It's basically at full armor. I mean, they haven't really done any damage. They haven't even done 100 damage to it. Breach, just walk forward. You're going to target this guy. Again, we're going to go for the precision strike. We're going to go for that headshot. I mean, I could go for the center torso. It would work just as well, but I wanted to go for it anyway. I managed to nail the center torso twice anyway, so he is now dead. Thunderbolt's out of the fight. And now Rangeable, if you don't mind. Let's just burn him all the way down. What do you got left, actually, man? You have 16 health. Oh, I feel so bad for you. I mean, not that bad. I'm still gonna just give you everything to deal with. And have you fall over? Oh, he was a head and a leg. That's kind of sad, actually. Wait, you're not dead? You're... Oh, apparently. Who's the reinforcements are left? Dude, the guy is dead. Uh-oh. Has the game glitched?
I'm going.
The game has glitched. That is not good.
Affirmative.
So... I don't know what to do. That is irritating.
I'm your Spaniard.
Can I punch him? Can I do anything to him?
To position. Move it to position.
I mean... What am I supposed to do? That's irritating. I've noticed that the game has become more and more unstable recently. Like, first we had that crash, and now we got this. Well, I suppose this is going on the Lost Tech files again, because this was a full-on mission that we accomplished. So if you're a member of the Discord, you get, well, not access to it, because it's access to anybody, but I also share the Lost Tech files, which are basically full missions that fail in glitches. So, yeah, I will see you guys again when I re-record this. But, yeah, it was a fairly decent battle. We kicked butt. We took names. So, I suppose I have to be happy about that. Cool. So let's have some fun. Dropship inbound. What? Oh, it fixed it. I didn't think that would work. Okay, so we've accomplished the mission. A satisfactory job, Commander. I am pleasantly surprised. Gee, Sub-Commander Boris. Thanks. I don't like your tone, Mr. Lieutenant. Now, according to the Courier's Manifest, the warehouse should be full of available mining equipment. You'll send your finest mechanics to catalog the equipment for me, and you will personally supervise them until the job is done. Yeah, sure. I'll get right on that. You will do this, and you will approach your task with the skill and efficiency that I'd expect out from a CCA veteran. Compile a manifest and leave everything else untouched. Time you out. Okay, so apparently that entire introduction was not required. Huh. Great, so I only have a little bit of stitching to do. As long as the sound doesn't break out, the stitching together is actually not going to be all that bad. Helsley has always believed in one thing, Commander. Victory at any cost. It seems you also understand this vital lesson. We are pleased to see you've performed so well. So this will be 524,000. You have no idea how happy I am. So no penetrating hits, no injuries to the pilots. We are chugging along quite nicely. Like, seriously, so happy that the sound hasn't glitched out. Because this if it crashes and it continues like this, I'm okay with that. But if the sound glitches, I'm not gonna be happy because it's so unfortunate. Anyway, S-2, never mind. I think I saw a gyro down there. Heatsink, lots of heatsinks, jump jets. Oh, no gyro. No, nothing of any real use. I suppose I'll grab the SRM2 because I might run into a mech that has like 15 million slots, and SRM2s might fit in. And none of that is all that useful. I don't need the Wolverine, I really don't. Nor a Trebuchet. I'll grab an Orion part because the 70-ton Orion will be fine to have. We picked up a heatsink and an AC-5. That's great, I suppose. AC-5s are a really good weapon technically, but so far I've only really put them on one mech. I've put them on our Jaeger mech, which has 3 of them, which may not be the best decision ever, but an AC-20 would do better, but the Jaeger mech will be set up to operate at super long range, and Sproke has been bugging me, you should trim all the armor off that thing and see if you can cram it in another cannon, which I may end up trying to do. Colonel Mines 2, Hierobit Udis. Reading a message from Yang on the surface, Commander. It's marked as urgent. Put on full screen, Sumire. Hey, boss? You know how time you said that he wanted me to write up an inventory of the mining equipment in the warehouse and leave everything else untouched? Well, we found something else in here. A door to a big-ass underground vault. Ballpark estimate this thing stretches about 20 city blocks, with multiple above-ground entry points. I see. And you want to know whether you can get it open. You can open it. One step ahead of you, Exo. I already did. We were under Time News Express instructions not to do that, Yang. Yeah, Exo, I know, but you know how I feel about authority figures in general, and the guy was a total dick. Really, there's no way I wasn't gonna open the vault. We'll talk about this later, Yang, pointedly, but for now, you may as well tell us what you found. A hell of a lot more than mining equipment, boss. I'm looking at a Star League era battle mech, Griffin class. It's partially stripped, but I can get 100% guarantee that I could work wonders with it. You're talking about stealing from the client, Yang. Really? Because I don't see it that way. We've got a recording of Sub-Commander Boris saying that he wanted the vault full of machine tools. That was the job he hired us for, and he's welcome to them. I'll wrap him up with a bow if he wants. The way I see it, it isn't that to take something he never asked for. It'd be beyond stupid for us to leave an asset this valuable on the table. That may be true, but you weren't supposed to open the vault. Look, at the end of the day, this is the commander's decision. So what's it gonna be? Do we pretend that we never found this mech and turn the whole thing over to House Lau, or do we take a Star League era mech for ourselves and accept the consequences? Well... We never technically agreed to give them the mech. They asked for it. Box it up, Yang. It's ours. Damn right it is, boss. I'll get it packed up and ready to transfer to the Leopard. Then prep everything else from the site to hand over to Sub-Commander Boris. We're gonna get into a fight with Sub-Commander Boris, and you know what? I'm not exactly against this happening. Criminal Minds 3. We're going to... This is defend base, so we're going to go for all the salvage. Because I anticipate he's going to bring, like, the entirety of the army onto us. Same setup. I think we'll be fine with that. Do I want to change in any of my fire support mechs? It's just the Cataphract's so good at it. No, I'm good with this. I like this Cataphract. I like Cataphracts in general. They're interesting Franken mechs that were designed to be all kinds of crazy things. And I'm a big fan of them. So, that is my plan. So, we just need to rob from the propellants, which is not the worst thing in the world. So, I know what your men has done. Lady Marina may be fool enough to trust mercenaries, but I've had agents watching you from the start. Now I find my suspicions confirmed. Prepare yourself to face the full wrath of the Lao Reserve's commander. I will claim the contents of that vault you so covet, and then I will bury you in it. 4 of 18 priority salvage, 114,300 C-bills with a 3 skull difficulty. We brought a 5 skull lance. So Commander Tainu isn't going to let us keep what's in the vault without a fight, and it'll take time to get Yang's crew together to gather up all the pieces of the SLDF mech. Now we're committed to doing this, so let's do it right.
Command interface initiated.
Alrighty then. I'll tear that thrice damned shack down around you and reclaim what you have stolen from me, mercenary scum. We didn't steal anything, Sub-Commander Boris. The mech we took wasn't listed anywhere on your salvage manifest. That puts it squarely in Finders Keepers territory, and we're the keepers. By all means, kill yourself over a pile of scrap. I've got people in the area, but I will stay out of it. Right now, all I want to do is watch you rip each other's throats out. You're supposed to be dead, man. How are you alive? Already defend the warehouse against Lao reserves. Ensure that all warehouse structures survive. Well, we're not going for cash anyway, but we do need to keep we need to keep 2 of them alive, otherwise we fail. And destroy Sub-Commander Tiny's Vanguard. Let's get to it. Oh, this is this is a mediocre one. So here's the problem with this map. The enemy's going to spawn back here with the reinforcements in a couple of turns. The Vanguard is all around down here. I'm not sure I want to get the Atlas out of here. I think we're going to... Yeah, I'll use the Stalker, I'll keep the Highlander and him up here. We'll take positions that we'll be able to turn around and immediately engage. That will be my plan. And that way we can then use the Cataphract as sort of our scout as best as we can. Where is that Vanguard? Okay, all the way down here. Jeez, we got quite the trip to make. The goal is just to get a line of sight because I can kill him. Okay, Cicada. I need a Cicada. Give me the Cicada, please. If you give me the Cicada, I will go easy on you. That is another 40-tonner. Could I get a bunch of cicadas out of this? I know, I'm talking eagerly about getting my hands on cicadas, but I need light mechs. Oh, wait, no, they're not lights, they're mediums. So they got a double move on me, which is unfortunate. Well, it's not that unfortunate. I'm going to go for the headshot. See if it... Don't break my buildings. I just got my buildings. Just leave them alone. What they ever do to you? Yeah, 2 cicadas coming on in. Shoot at me, not the buildings, not the buildings, not the face! So a large reinforced building is now officially on fire, and it looks like the fire is being sucked into the building, which is more than a little amusing to me. Okay, so here's my plan. I'm gonna run up here, which unfortunately means no headshot for me, but I don't have the headshot available anyway. Fire! So the main reason for shooting this Wolverine is to keep him from shooting at the building, because the AI is immediately set up, oh, I must go after the buildings first. Quick draw is not in range. Okay, lovely. Reach. If you wouldn't mind just absolutely flattening something for me, that would be great. In fact, I'm going to just maneuver on over here to make sure I get a slightly better shot. Accuracy here, not so great. But you know what? I'm an Atlas. So fire. Miss. That's a hit. Tore off half the mech. That's lovely. He's unstable. But that's to be expected. They're medium mechs. And he's lost his evasion. Range bull! It's time to range down on the enemy. We need to target that quick draw because the quick draw still hasn't figured out that he's not allowed to shoot at anything other than us. So give him the missiles. A little bit of love. And we're not being perfectly ideal with the initial salvos on everything because, well, we need to make sure that we shoot literally everybody. That way they don't end up actually targeting anything that we actually care about. So I'm going to move her slightly up here. And I'm going to multi-target. You, and you're getting Bravo missile launchers. It's not going to be all that accurate. Let's bore into him. See, come on, tear off his other arm. Tear off his other arm. It didn't quite work out as well as I had planned. If we had torn off his other arm, it would have been great. Oh, that looks so good. And nailing him with this, nailing the cicada. So now all the enemies know that we have to be the ones they shoot at first. And the cicada's going to run back, get a whole bunch of evasion going on. They're going to blast the front of my cataphract. As long as you don't hit the head, I'm perfectly happy. Well, not perfectly happy, but reasonably happy with that. So you can then move the Wolverine around. You're going to shoot my cataphract at the large laser. Oh, wait, isn't that a Drac Wolverine with a large laser? Got to get him in cover. Oh, her in cover. River's a guy, right? I don't know. It's weird. The voice doesn't seem to be the guy. Yeah, the River's just going to be eating so much fire here. Got to get him in cover. Get them in cover now! And then we can blast everybody and remove them from the equation. Let's actually get that fully set up again. Okay, lovely. River.
I hear ya.
I need you to not die, if at all possible. So if you wouldn't mind killing somebody... Ooh, that's a really good chance to kill. Go kill. Break. Yes, there goes this leg. That's beautiful. Alright, so he's automatically unsteady and knocked down. So that works out okay. He'll be easy pickings, should we need it. I would like to grab heads, but I'm not going to risk success of the mission for them to play their games. Quick draw, moving forward. Going to start opening fire. Blitzing the Stalker with a lot of fire, to be fair. And got the headshot, but thankfully the Stalker is equipped with an injury ignore cockpit. Unfortunately, it no longer is. So we're going to have to deal with that. Reach, do you have a target on anything other than the cicadas? The answer to that question is a hard no. And it's a particularly evasive cicada, and you're not in a particularly great position to engage it. But you're going to keep moving over to the side, because we're got to turn around very soon. Go for precision strike, because I do need the easy to kill. Oh, it's just such an easy... Go for the... Yeah, I figured that was going to happen anyway. But I had to give it a shot. So one cicada is down, one cicada is on the ground. Rangeable is... I'd like to... Yeah, we'll pull it backwards very slightly. And how much health do you got? Yeah, I could kill you with my LRMs, I think. And then, in that case, I don't want to move because... Oh, I do want to move, very slightly. Slightly to the side. That'll give me direct lines of sight against the quick draw. So we will then multi-target. So, you, and then you. And we'll blitz with everything we've got. The fact that there's 3 medium lasers, and that's pretty much it for direct fire weaponry on a Highlander is a little bit weird. Okay, he's basically dead. Well, not basically, he's almost dead. And, ooh, we got a penetrating hit. Did not explode his stuff, but that's kind of to be expected. I want to start moving back because we've got to start dealing with the threat that is coming. You're going to also multi-target. Oh, not cool event. Multi-target. And you're going to go him and him. And we're just going to continue to lay down the hurt. Kill him, kill him, kill him. Okay, so Cicada dead. And this quick draw is about to be lit up again. With a whole bunch more lasers and tore off his leg. Ooh, even better. So he's going to be on the ground. He'll be moving in the assault phase, which I won't have reach and range to work anything, because I believe once this turn wraps, they will start dropping in behind us, which is going to be unfortunate. Yep, turn wrap.
Looks like enemy
reinforcements down here, but more importantly is the reinforcements that drop in behind us. Unless they don't. I mean, if they don't, I'm going to be super happy about that, because defending against that back attack is bad. Another headshot. No, River! Well, River's going to be out for a little while. 12 days. I'm working on the drive engines before I actually... Oh, okay, so they didn't drop in behind us. Oh, thank you. I didn't work on the... I haven't worked on... Did I take that? No, we blew it up. Unfortunately, I didn't end up working on the... God, I can't seem to speak right now. Didn't end up working on... I'll get it eventually. The med bay, because instead I wanted to make sure that we had... I don't need a precision shot on him, I can shoot him. Go for the headshot. You've got a 16%.
Commencing Alpha
Because I went for the drive instead, because I want to be able to zip around flashpoints a little bit faster. That way we can get a little bit more work done in a short period of time. So that is my plan,
Commander.
which I think is a reasonable plan. It does take us 30 days to get the final drive section, and then it's going to take us another 30 days to get the next med bay section, but we've been doing a lot of traveling. Got a Thunderbolt! Thunderbolt is in range. We're going to have to shoot him, because if he shoots at the buildings, we're going to have a bad time. Reach, do you see? Reach does not see. Reach, however, can sprint on over here later. Stalker. Hi, my buddy, my friend, my pal. You're going to position yourself right on here, basically, to kill this guy. Yeah, 28 health. So I believe I can only hit you with the LRMs, but that's fine, because I need to chill out a little bit. And that's the kill. So the quick draw is dead. We've got one more mech left in the Vanguard, which I've got a 70 ton, he's got a 55 ton. Although I have taken a headshot. And what did I get a headshot by? SRM. Okay, so it's not the biggest deal in the world, but somewhat of a deal. Alright, time for the long-range fire support. I don't really care about you right now, but I do care about messing with you, so a gift from above. Start nailing him. That way he will now focus on us rather than the buildings. So that was the goal with that, and Reach can't see anything. It's kind of irritating. He's a slow mech. This is one of the reasons why I want a Gauss rifle, by the way, in case you've been wondering why I'm like Gauss rifle, Gauss rifle, Gauss rifle. Because the Gauss rifle will allow me to use this mech in more of a long-range fire support role, in addition. Now, it is heavier, which will probably mean the removal of the SRMs, but Gauss rifles also can headshot. So, and the Griffin's now in range. Stop shooting my big building. It only has so much health. So we've got a Griffin. Wolverine's moving around. It's gonna engage my Stalker. Oh, you're cute. Not that cute, but a little bit cute. Hopefully I can rip your head off. That's the goal. And then a Thunderbolt. It's gonna fire the Cataphract. Ooh, into the back. And that's a penetrating hit. That is, ooh, 11 damage. I gotta bring this Cataphract around, because any more shots to the back is gonna be a problem. Stop shooting my refinery. Oh good, it missed. Somehow the PPC managed to miss. Lovely. River, it's time to engage. Can you actually get behind him? Not quite, but you can be in the side arc of multiple mechs. Swing it over here. Hi, buddy. You need to be the one who gets shot at. Medium laser 2 off. Actually, precision strike. Go for his head. It's not a great chance, but it's reasonable enough. So, shut off medium laser, shut off medium laser. Yeah, because the only thing that matters going for that headshot is the AC-20. And we managed to crit his PPC, which will make it a little bit less effective. Who's your last heavy mech? Oh, it was a quick draw. No, the quick draw can destroy that building, absolutely. And not if you can only use LRMs. Okay, so we've tagged both of the Thunderbolts. Now we need to tag the Griffin and the quick draw. I can do that, which is entirely how we designed this. So this was part of the reason why this Highlander was built as such. So, bravo, bravo. Yeah, give him the LRM 20s. I mean, I probably could knock over the Griffin if I focus on most of the things on him. But I just need to take control of the situation is all. So once the crowd control's been activated, we will be able to engage at will. Oh, I'm not in range. Can I not? Oh my god. This map is so... It's actually not bad. I don't like the fact I don't have a ramp over there, though, because now I've got to run all the way around. I could just run up and kick you. Actually, I can't. I'm not quite within range. Buddy, this is going to hurt you a hell of a lot more than it's going to hurt me. Heat vent off. Or coolant vent. Burn him. Burn him with everything you've got. Like, oh, I was so hoping for that leg. I was really hoping on taking out that leg. I mean, I would have had to move a little bit more in order to ensure it. Who's the light mech? Oh, the Griffin's got an ace pilot in it. I'm sorry, my little Cataphract, but you're going to have to suffer a lot of fire. So, best of luck to you. If you can survive it, it should be good. We should be nice and safe. And then the Wolverine's going to move up to get a side angle shot. Lots more fire into my side. How are you doing? It's your left side? No, it's your right side, of course. Over here. Although you have walked in range of my Atlas, and my Atlas is really irritated that he hasn't been able to shoot anything. Oh, that was a head hit. Oh, god damn it. That's going to be a month out. No, River. River, why? Can I get any sort of evasion bonus by doing this? No. No, I can't. So if I can't get an evasion bonus anyway, then we're going to stand still. I know, it sucks, but it's what we've got to do. Precision strike. Precision strike. More precision on you. I mean, it's a less chance. It's a 1% less chance, but... you know what? Heat vent on. Because I need to be able to be blitzing everybody. So, and now precision strike on him. 90s. Come on, give me a headshot. I need it.
All weapons are go.
That's not a headshot. I mean, I'll give you credit. Oh, you did get a headshot, but not with the gun that mattered with the headshot.
Commander.
But doing a little bit of work there. Gonna focus a lot on that cataphract, though. Because it's the only one out there. Oh, just tank it. Tank it good. Just don't take another headshot because you've got 26 health.
Minor damage.
Which is not good. I need to start pulling it back. Reach!
I'm ready.
Yeah, you've been basically out of this fight this whole time. And now you get to join it.
I'm walking here.
So, give him love. Okay, that'll be half of the mech gone. Most of the mech gone at this point. Actually, what's he got left in guns? He's got a medium laser. Okay, he's lost his evasion too. Should be nice and easy to knock down. Thunderbolt, everybody's going to focus. Lucky for us, we've taken out his biggest source of pinpoint. But we really need to avoid headshots at this point. Armor getting thin. Oh, getting mighty thin.
My armor. Yeah.
Rangeable. Do we want to get a Highlander in range, or do we want to turn around? No, we want to get a Highlander in range. Let's get the LRMs ready to rock and roll. Where's the weak gun? There's the weak one. Actually, I'm in laser range. That's not good laser range. So I'll wait for the heatsink. We are on the opposite side, which is not wonderful, but you know what? Locked on target. And just rain and rain and rain down on him. Okay, just lost a pip of evasion.
Standing by.
You need to die. I mean, you just... At this point, we are finished with you.
Acknowledged.
And you are no longer acceptable to be here. Turn off the alarm 20s. Will that help? That will help. Okay. Let's go for a medium laser bore.
Roger that.
Okay, that tore off his other torso, but we didn't quite get the kill I was kind of hoping for. Probably should have fired one LRM just in order to knock him over. Okay, Griffin moving up. More fire. Ooh, large laser managing to miss us. Lovely. Just tanking so much hard. This arm is exposed. This arm has a very good medium laser in it. So that's not great. And we're about to get punched. Ow. Dude. Rude. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you quite well, actually. You are fine. Your frontal armor is, like, practically immaculate. That's a penetrating hit. With a PPC. That arm is barely hanging on. Yeah, Cataphract, unfortunately, is going to be out of the fight moving forward. So, luckily, we can move on to our Orion and other things. More heat coming out. There goes the left arm. And that's the center torso open. Okay, time to get you out of here. You got 100 health left. And you are vulnerable to critical hits. Oh, but this is one of these Thunderbolts. You are so vulnerable. I can't really maneuver into a great position, can I? Bulwark will let you move faster. Yeah, that'll work.
On my way.
I don't want to... Oh, that's such a big price, though. I'll be out. I'm going to risk it.
Affirmative.
Okay. Why the leg? Gosh darn it, that's going to get the Cataphract killed.
Hit, Commander.
He hit the leg with the AC-20.
Getting pretty
That's
high.
not good. And now the quick draw is going to burn me. Oh, so many hits. 70 health. Yeah, I got to get this Cataphract out of here, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to do it.
Getting serious.
Not unless Reach can get in there. Reach, are you here? Kind of. I mean, you can see him. 60% is not all that great, though. How about this? That's a 70. Despite the obstructed nature of the shot, it's actually slightly better. Precision strike. Cap his head. Just need the one. No, that's not doing it. That's really not doing it for me. If I fire enough weapons into his center torso, though, it will.
Yes, Commander.
Rangeable. Honestly, you don't have a whole heck of a lot of options. You're running out of cover. So what we can do is lay down even more fire on the Griffin. See if I can't give you a better chance of getting out of here. So yeah, keep raining. Come on, break something. It made him unsteady, but that didn't exactly kill him. You just run up behind him and kill him, please. I'm out of heat vent, so that's unfortunate. I'm probably gonna have to shut off some weapons.
On my way.
Yeah, I can't afford this guy to be alive anymore. What you got? Oh, you got so much armor back here. I'm not gonna be able to kill you.
Firing.
Not with this, not unless we drilled perfectly. Which, we drilled pretty good, but we didn't drill perfectly. Enemy turn. They're gonna fall over to the side. Survive. Are you alive? The problem is she has no more back armor either.
Reporting.
A lot of mediums, Jesus. Wolverine gonna come over. Okay, he's gotta spread out his kicks. That's fine. I got 3 more rounds of this. I really would prefer not to lose and read out. And the Thunderbolt, please shoot. Don't shoot the buildings. You're not allowed to do that. That's against the rules. I have marked every single one of you for death. You have to shoot me. Okay, he came over to the side torso, which is good. So we're just about dead, but not quite.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
River, what I need you to do is really just run. Oh yeah, you can't run because you're not evasive. If I go right here, this is my left side, which is my armless side, but it's the side I have the most armor. I've only got 31 health though. Oh, so here's what I've got to do if I want to survive this round. Sensor lock on the quick draw. Now the reason why is because it also infers sensors impaired, and he's the last one to move. He cool invented. That's pretty interesting, actually. There goes the torso. There goes my AC-20.
Losing weapons, Commander.
But most importantly, it's not unsteady.
Orders.
Reach. It's time to walk into this battle now. Let's get rumbling.
Going.
I don't have a precision strike at the moment. I mean, that will kill you, but I need to start
Pulling up at
working on these guys. Could you please concentrate your fire a little bit better than hitting legs with your LRM? Eh, whatever. It's not a big deal. I need a direct line of sight with you. Or I can, you know, kill that, but I don't really feel like I want to bother. Can I actually see both of them? I can't. Not from that, anyway. From there I can. Because I have Cool Invent available. So I'm going to use it. Cool Invent. Multi-target. You. And you. Please die. I mean, if you could both die, that'd be ideal, but I don't anticipate that'll happen. There goes his PPC. He's lost his evasion. He'll be vulnerable. And then please die. No, your center torso is still available. I don't know if I can bore through you in time. You got 65 health left. Which, to be fair, is not a whole heck of a lot. And Heatsink is a turn away. How much health do you have in total? Just in general? 67? 4 medium lasers will do it. Yeah. I mean, I could have gone in for a kick, but... Just do me the favor. All upper torso. Got him. Okay, good. So the Vanguard's dead. We don't have to worry about this little guy coming around punching us all the time. It does, however, mean that the Cataphract needs to survive a lot of fire. Gurn's gonna shoot. Oh, that's my armor. I'm gonna lose the Cataphract. No! Should have ejected. Totally forgot about ejecting.
my armor.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't do it! No, it's dead. Luckily, River shouldn't be dead. River had 2 injuries remaining. So, that's unfortunate. But the Cataphract was always the lightest, one of the lightest of our mechs that we took. Hi guys, I'm gonna see if I can't kill every single one of you in 2 rounds. Because if I can, y'all are gonna feel it. They're turning on my Atlas. Blasting more fire into my Atlas. But the Atlas can take it. Why? Because it's in Atlas. It's got 100 tons. Reach.
Commander.
Yeah, what I'd like you to do is the following. Turn this Thunderbolt inside out, if you don't mind. Precision strike. Go for the head.
Giving them everything I've got.
Oh, I was hoping to kill the pilot. Or, you know, set off some ammunition. That would have been great, too. Rangeable. Rangeable is perfectly happy where he is. Gonna multi... Actually, no, just target one guy. Yeah, we have some temperature problems. Medium laser off. Medium laser off. Everything else. Burn him down, please. Set off ammunition. Do something. I just don't want this Thunderbolt existing anymore. That'll do that. So that's a Thunderbolt down.
Mech destroyed.
And then Readout.
Your orders.
Readout is ready with Heatsink. Oh, that's gonna be lovely. If I stand right here, that'll be really good. That'll be less good. So I'm just gonna maneuver up here, and we're gonna remove the Griffin from the game. Everything on. Cool event. Gonna need it. Remove the Griffin.
Aye, aye.
Remove Griffin. And... kill? Not quite. He is going to be on the ground, but he's not going to be dead.
Something good.
For reasons that we have yet to identify. Bop. Alright, so he's down. Not dead, but down. And they're moving into my pillbox, I suppose, that I've created here. Griffin's going to stand up again. He's gonna try and get involved. Gonna open fire on my stalker. But the stalker is well armored and capable of handling the incoming damage.
Took a hard hit there.
She's gonna be out for a long time at this point. She took four injuries, I believe. Another Thunderbolt. Ha, you brought another Thunderbolt forward. How adorable. Well, let's see if we can't tear him apart as well. And the quick draw is going to maneuver off to the side, opening fire into the side of the Stalker. So the Stalker apparently is the one currently under the main guns, but that's okay, because the Stalker is an assault mech. They had been basically stonewalled by a heavy.
Orders?
Precision strike. Go and rip his head off. Oh, I don't have a line of sight. Let's rectify that. Like so. Precision strike. Take his head. Could you please actually take the head? I mean, yeah, the SRM hitting the head is nice, but I wanted him dead, not just mostly dead.
Commander.
Range ball, are you in cover? You are. How lovely. Take aim at him. And shut off your medium laser. Ooh, shut off the LRM. So we need to deal 47 damage. We can do it if we get lucky. And we did. Okay, so he's dead. Now we've got to take out a Griffin
That's a kill.
and a Thunderbolt. Or not a Thunderbolt, a Quick Draw. I'm going to kill the Thunderbolt. I'm going to move right up here and say hello. LRM's off. LRM's off. Medium laser off. That takes care of my heat. I need to deal 58 damage.
Confirmed.
Please die. No, we made him a stick, but we didn't kill him.
Target's taken.
And that's going to end the rounds. We did lose a mech doing it, but hey. Let's see. Not bad, Commander. Not bad at all. I'll tell you what. You can just go ahead and keep that rusted heap of junk. I won't try and stop you. Just let me have my vault back. Makes me wonder what else he's got hidden away in there. It doesn't matter, Meyer. We need to take our hull and go. Sparrow, you've got yourself a deal. If anybody else asks what happened here, you tell them Sub-Commander Boris Tanyu attacked his own mercenaries over a contract dispute. Done and done. I'll even leave you a credible witness to corroborate your story. Pleasure doing business with you. So working with the pirates a little bit. And perhaps killing Boris. Probably not, though. I don't think he's the type who would actually go into battle. He talks a good game, but he doesn't actually walk the walk. Unfortunate for him. 137, but it's about the mechs that we got. 82 days! Oh, I need to get that second thing online soon. Could grab a quick draw. Do you have any good kit here? 10 damage, I suppose. Whole bunch of heat sinks, that's all useless. So, really not any good haul on this one. Grab the cicada parts. I'll grab the quick draw part. That'll give us a quick draw and a couple of parts to a cicada. I mean, it's not a big deal, but every little bit helps. And it looks like we got that second medium laser with the critical bonus, which it's better than nothing, I guess. It's just that I wouldn't qualify those as important weapon systems, although I should go through and just overhaul all of my weapons in order to fit in those improved critical ones, because I imagine I have quite a few in the cargo hold at this point. We have quite a few things that we need to modify and change and adapt and throw together in ways which were never meant to be done by science. Quick draw 5A, which is not bad. You're going to storage. I gotta fix my cataphract. Criminal Minds 3. High orbit, Udis. Commander Ma, we need to talk. I brought you to this system to assist Sub-Commander Tainu in a job. Instead, I find Tainu dead at your feet, his unit destroyed. It was self-defense, ma'am. Tainu turned his guns on us. That's right, we lawfully laid claim to a derelict mech salvage that we discovered after completing our contract objectives. Sub-Commander Tainu then attacked us in an attempt to hijack that salvage. I documented the entire encounter and will provide you evidence to back up my claims. And I will scrutinize that evidence, Mr. Oliveira. If I find you are attempting to mislead me, our next meeting will be far less cordial. Yikes, if she was any angrier, there'd be smoke pouring out of her ears. Sure, but Sub-Commander Boris, look at me, I'm a complete knob. Tayu got his ass kicked, and we're walking away with a Starlink era battle mech. All in all, I think that we came out of this one on top. Yes, first, we scored a beautiful mech, but you jumped the gun on opening the vault, gang. Frankly, we're lucky that Lady Marina didn't order her own people to start shooting at us. Yeah, XO, I know. I guess the Sub-Commander Boris just pissed me off to the point of no reason. In the future, it'd probably be best if I direct my involvement with difficult clients was kept to a minimum. I think that'd be wise. That's settled then. We've got a new battle mech in the inventory and contracts to look over, so let's get back to work. Oh, it's loot box time, and look at how much the pirates love us for that one. That's hilarious. So we got a Griffin 2N, Star League era salvage, parts for an awesome, which is pretty awesome, a Gyro++ for the melee hit, this is useless and this is useless, and yeah, we'll have to be satisfied with the Griffin. The Griffin 2N is an old Star League model that was among the most versatile mechs in its heyday. Its weapons generated a lot of heat, but the old double heat sinks were put in to handle it. It's almost impossible to find those anymore, though. Yeah, we've noticed. I need a heavier mech that is cycle-outable. Cycle-you-outable now. Just because I want to see it. And since we don't normally do this very often anymore, we're going to pre-fit and prepare a couple of mechs. Oh, my poor busted mech. What did they do to you? Well, I know what they did to you. I kind of let them break you. So really, we're just going to replace it with exactly what it is. Ballistics give me an AC-20, but not your best AC-20. Just a good AC-20. I'll take this one. Put it in there. Plus 10 damage. Ought to be a little bit more efficient in effect. Although no, we got to put in a regular one. It'd be nice to put in an AC-10 plus, but I don't want to risk it. Although I will check the store. I don't think they're going to sell me much or at a decent price, but I may as well look into it. Yeah, they're not going to sell me any mechs. Ballistics. Yeah, they've got AC-2s and 10s. What 10 is this? Stab damage, useless. Medium laser plus is an accuracy. And SRM6 plus is damage. Yeah, I'll buy that for 165. It's a useful one. Plus 2 damages on SRM6s are vastly more powerful than they otherwise seem. Plus 5 more heat damage. Nah, not worth it. Jump jets, no. Heat sinks. Oh. You have a heat bank? Buy that. Heat banks are too important not to just leave behind. I don't care that it's going to cost me a lot. A gyro for melee hit, don't care. Plus 1 resolve game. I don't care that much. Not 240,000 worth anyway. Alright, so he's going to be basically just rebuilt as he was. Show me all those crits. I thought I had one that I had a whole bunch of types into. That doesn't matter. Could show. Plus 3 accuracy. Plus 3 accuracy. Put him in the arms to make him super accurate. And the medium laser up here can be a crit. That'll be fixed in 11 days. We'll modify it, mess with it, and see. Well, we're not modifying it. We're keeping it as it is because it's solid and reliable. Where's that Griffin? Our new Star League era Griffin, which came equipped with all of its weapons. Really? I didn't realize the flashpoints would give me all the stuff attached to it. Now that's nice. Double heatsink, double heatsink, double heatsink. You're cute. No, you're not getting any of that. I mean, I'll rebuild you into something, not with an ERP PC, but the double heatsinks, I have other plans for you. Max out that armor, then we trim from the legs, and trim from the legs, and trim one from the back, and we have 19 tons to play with. You have 2 energy, 4 missile. So here's my plan, and I think it'll be an okay plan. I'm going to take heatsink, or not heatsink. Why am I in the heat tab? I don't need heats. I need jump jets, which I have 74. Geez. I can put 5 onto these things, so we're going to do this, and that, just for giggles. And then I'm going to give you, basically, I'm going to turn you into a mech that we had way back in a BattleTech campaign. Because I think you can do it. Yeah, plus 2 damage, plus 1 stability. And 4.5 tons. How's my heat efficiency on this? 30 for 48 is not bad. That really is not bad. So also I then need, let's see, I'm going through 24 SRMs at a time, and each one is 100, right? You're 100 or 120? 100 rounds. So 4, 8, 12. Then I have 1.5 tons left. For that, I will strap on, not a cockpit mod, I need that in something useful. Well, it's not that this is not useful, it's just that it's not cool. Or at least not cool enough. Heatsink, just a regular heatsink. A little bit of heat control on that one. And then 0.5 ton more, well I can trim that to throw in a second heatsink. Trim from the arms, throw in another heatsink, and there we go. It's basically the greatest culmination of all of our sort of medium SRM mechs, because it's got 4 compared to the 3 normally, and then it jumps super far. Oh, and by the way, its heat efficiency is at 36 for 48, so we're generating 12 heat a turn, which is great. So this mech, I think, will work out just fine. Lock that in, be 6 days. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too heavy to actually use in normal conditions, but having it around ought to be fun and interesting. We're still on the hunt for light mechs, because I need them for several flashpoints. But that's going to do it for today's episode. I've been Tarak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see a notification every time I post one of these videos. Press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.